Welcome to 12 Minutes, a Marvel Snap game where I make a 12-card deck in 12 minutes, with the key card being a random card from the wheel. Today's spin, let's see. Sam Wilson, Captain America. Well, first day doing the challenge, and I'm already going to break my own rules, but I promise it's for a good reason. Sam Wilson is one of my personal favorite Marvel Snap cards. Let's pull him up here. So I built a lot of decks with him already. He's probably most known for being the engine three-card combo. Himself, Sam Wilson, Batroc the Leaper, and Kraven the Hunter. His three-card combo has been used, probably most famous for being recently used to take down the Golden Gauntlet in the hands of the player Cougarrr. But it is also, that three-card engine has been seen play in a lot of various decks across Infinite, whether it be Scream lists, Hydra Stomper lists, or just using mini movers, actually being an old classic archetype, or virtually any other similar list. I myself have used that three-card combo with loosely synergistic packages, like a deck built around using Madam Web to move disruptive cards like Cosmo into the right lane at the right time, and I use Kraven, Sam, and Batroc the Leaper as like power engines in the deck. Sam also often sees play with Spectrum. Both Sam and the Shield have an ongoing ability, so Spectrum's on reveal just gets an extra +2 just for the Shield existing. You don't even have to draw or play Captain America. And if you run Captain America, the classic Captain America in those shells, his ongoing ability buffs the shield, of course, and if the shield moves to a location that has Sam or this Captain America, it buffs both of them. You can see the wording on the shield here. It just says moves to Cap's location. That includes the classic Captain America, so you can double up on buffs that way. But I don't want to showcase any of that. It's all known stuff. Instead, I'm going to highlight Sam Synergy, the little card. Let's add this to the deck since we got this off our spin. It's a card called Agamotto. So what synergy does Agamotto have? Well, I really like Agamotto with a card called Miss Marvel. This was a card that used to be one of the best cards in the game, but it kind of fell off after a while, power creep, and some changes to the card have kind of shifted it. Miss Marvel says your adjacent locations with 2 cards and no repeated costs of +5 power. And the nice thing about Agamotto is that no repeated cost clause is really easy to respect. So what exactly does Sam do for Agamotto? Sam provides you a 0-cost extra body to work with Miss Marvel. Because Agamotto has adds so many spells to your deck, oftentimes it's difficult to get 2 characters in every lane because you still want to play for mid. You also want to make sure there's no repeating costs, so you're going to end up splitting your cards up for that reason. So as a result, having an extra 0 cost, which is very unlikely to overlap with much or any of the rest of your deck, is very nice to help enable those Miss Marvel triggers. Additionally, Sam's the one of the spells, the images of icon here, synergizes really nice with the shield. You can move the shield into a location with like a big card, a little card, and then you move the shield in, you play images of icon, and the shield turns from a little 0-mana thing that was doing you virtually nothing on the last turn of the game into a gigantic threat. Oftentimes Agamotto himself, maybe an extra copy of Miss Marvel, who knows? You've got a lot of options. Additionally, I really like the sort of multi-piece synergy between Zombie Scarlet Witch and Merlin with Sam. Merlin's going to be another spellcaster in our little spellcaster deck, which is very nice. He's probably the strongest spells card in the game. And he synergizes, Sam Wilson synergizes with Merlin by giving you like a free body, two free bodies if you play him to transform into other things. Like even if you never draw Sam, and you have a Merlin, you can use a polymorph or the shuffle back to gain extra energy off the little shield, which is super nice, especially in a low creature deck, which this is. Also synergizes very nicely with Zombie Scarlet Witch, because if you have Merlin going, you can play Zombie Scarlet Witch actually on top of your shield and then play one of the 1-cost shuffle back or polymorph spells and get rid of it to make sure you can keep going. After that, we still want some more spell synergies, so of course we have to add Werewolf by Night. There we go, can't spell. And this is sort of our core cards. The package Sam is more of an enabler than a core card, I suppose. And from there, we just season with the rest of the deck to make it all work. So we'll have Kate Bishop Hawkeye as sort of a backup Merlin. Her ability is guaranteed to give you at least one cost on reveal. We'll go with the Hunger, another new spell that synergizes with Zombie Scarlet Witch. Of course, it's also 1-cost spell to move move Werewolf by Night around and trigger your zombie Scarlet Witch. We'll go with Nico. She's a cheap on reveal. She's very high utility. She's maybe doesn't synergize the best with spells, but she's still pretty good value. Note, as you might see in the games ahead, spoiler alert, she does not work if you play a spell on her, and she'll try to destroy your spell to draw cards. And if you use the draw ability, and because the spell has gone away after resolution, she'll fail. But in Surge, as a generically powerful 2-cost on reveal, it is worth noting that Surge is partially in the deck because she's low power, so she can get shuffled away while underneath Zombie Scarlet Witch, and that mana cheating is actually super, super nice on Surge. Let's go with Juggernaut. One of the strongest cards in the game, particularly good in werewolf games. You can have Merlin, Werewolf, Juggernaut. That's kind of like a 3-card plan to win almost any other game. And obviously you need a little more than that. Make sure you're moving your werewolf around, and you need enough points with the Juggernaut that he's actually going to win you the game in the last turn you play him. But as long as you have a cheap on reveal, like say a Merlin spell that you can play along for the Juggernaut, you Juggernaut one lane, make sure that wins that, and then drop your werewolf wherever you think your opponent's not going to be the most strong, and win that way. And lastly, Legion. Legion is maybe not the best 5-mana sort of techie or good stuffy card, but it is an on reveal, of course, very nice. I also think this deck, Agamotto tends to be very explosive, and you kind of want to catch your opponent off guard. Legion is, I don't think as well positioned in the meta as like Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is another strong 5-mana card in the same slot. Aside from the fact I don't have Cosmic Ghost Rider, I think Legion is more explosive, right? Like you rug pull a limbo, you turn everything into Altar of Death while ahead going into turn 5. That sort of play doesn't really happen with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider is a little more, I guess, has a more predictable output range. So I like to throw Legion in there. Here's the deck. Let's jump into some games. Hopefully we go up, not down. Our beautiful Captain America motion. There's our shield here. Destroy to draw. Okay. I'm going to test this with a spell for science. We're going to put this on the left. We don't really want or care about priority. I like to get spread out options with shield to start. So I think this is a fine location. I think it's better than middle. I don't care that much about playing into unrevealed locations. Obviously, there's a little bit of ambiguity in terms of Oh, okay. So it does not work how we want it to. My deck building prowess on full display. I think Merlin's really nice. I think we're going to put him left. I don't know how we're going to deal with Vormir. We might just use Omnipresence to deal with it at a later date. So that was really unfortunate, both that Agamotto was in hand and the Nico thing fizzled. Sorry. Well, they got value out of it. I'm surprised to see, like, Daredevil indicates that they're probably a super giant. Merlin Hood do not. What's this? Yeah. It's not Airshim or anything? No? Okay. There is a Sam, but there's really no point to do anything other than this right now, I believe. Miss Marvel here, we're going to play Legion here. I mean, Throne Room is not actually a bad card for us, but we're not going to be able to get Agamotto there regardless. Opponent is snapping us. That's very interesting. You've seen such little from them. We'll see. Oh, yeah, that is bad. I don't care about that, is the thing. That's a little bad. Yeah, it's a little bad, for sure. What are they going to do here? My plan was to do this, so now I guess... shit. I mean, I could just do this. This gives me a total of 8 energy next turn. And being on a snap is really not great for me. I think I am supposed to just play here. They can probably beat it, but I'm guessing it's going to take 2 cards. We're not dead in that lane because we can give +2 from this, and if we top deck Winds of Cajon, or whatever it's called, then we can get some extra power in there. Worth noting, if we play Hunger mid, it will always put power right, which actually will turn off Miss Marvel on the right because the Horde is 0 cost, and so is Captain America's shield. Definitely watch out for that. A little bit of it can be synergy, it can be anti-synergy, depending on the situation. So they played 2 cards. We don't have to worry about the destroy here at all, which is nice. Sentry. So it looks like they're going to get priority, would be my guess. Oh, they're Clog. So we can put +2 here, but that's it. Though they don't have priority. That's unfortunate. Right, like something like this is likely just going to get a nihilist, or even this. So we want to put enough onto the board that we don't die to. Because it could be something like here, 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 and we'll get no points here, and we'll get 3 points here. And we're definitely predicting an Annihilus. Probably, do we think they just do Annihilus right? I guess that's my prediction, but then they do Hood mid. So I think we probably just lose. Or they put the demon from the Hood. So I don't think we can beat that. If I had a bit more time, then I might have been able to come up with a line, but I don't think there is one. It's actually like Annihilus mid and demon mid is like more than enough. There's a chance we should have retreated on the early snap, but that's okay. Let us go to game 2. Bit of a shame to lose a 2-keeper. But such is life. I like these 2 cards that I can see. I don't like drawing Agamotto. I do like Bolts of Darkhawk. Bolt. You know what I mean. This one. I like this card. You kind of just weave this into your mana curve wherever you can, but I think turn 5 is ideal with this deck generally. There are plenty of good 2 costs, 2 play that make the follow-up nice. A move deck. Well, guess who doesn't have a Mercury? We could have a big Miss Marvel here, potentially. Like a Miss Marvel with 2 other cards, and then we hit them with the images, which would be cool. Could just be Giant Agamotto as well. I think Dark Dimensions is, yeah. Move is terrifying. I like that they're only on Vulture right now, but yeah. So I think here we're just going to do this now. Yeah. Viv Vision in your move deck, huh? That's interesting. But yeah, it's pretty safe to never matter here. How much mana do we have? I kind of have to hunger here because of this. I guess I'm okay not shuffling back this turn. It's a lot of cards. Craven, oh, Cloak, yeah. Yeah, I think that's where we wanted that. We're gonna turn this. Oh no, I've messed up. That's okay. We're gonna shuffle one of these back. Hopefully, gonna shuffle head pool back. I don't want to move anything there. Yeah, God, I messed myself up by polymorphing. Whoops. Well, that's on me. Though I still think we have a reasonable chance here. Maybe just sack middle potentially, unless we get a 1 cost off the top, which we can't. It's just Nico. Yeah. And we're hoping they bail out of there. I am curious what their thing in the middle is. We're completely sacking the right lane. So this is A-okay. Everything's fine so far. Temporal manipulation. Very funny. That's really wanted an extra thing to be able to transform here. This is such a weak amount of power in the middle. That's the tragic thing. It's 10 power. They can very easily get way more. They're going to Heimdall me and potentially just win. But then they lose left, likely. And they're definitely losing right at that point. All right, we'll try this for 2 cubes. Yeah, Heimdall. No one is surprised. Huge Craven. I think we got him. What? 2 Miss Marbles? Unless this is Enchantress. Yeah, we got him. Woohoo. I think they expected this to move, but it's like treated as null. We'll take it. Definitely an awkward game where I messed up. If I had positioned better, I guess I would have shuffled back something over here, which would have given us extra energy. Kind of a tough one where we did not draw quite enough in the way of creatures. So you see how Sam Wilson is very useful in that regard. Surprised this first day did not actually require me to do much deck building. Hey, this is one of the tricky things. Okay. I was almost excited. I was like, Wolf's so good here. It's not. It's not. I don't know what I can do. I guess I can line up a hunger in there or a zombie horde in general. Sure. It's hilarious. Normally you try to play Sam on the opposite side so that the shield can move in there on turn 1, but this is okay. Oh my god. Discard my best card, draw a card. At least they discard a good card. Winds of Watum is not going to have any targets. This is definitely happening. So I guess we're playing Surge. The question is, do we want to destroy it or do we want to turn off Miss Marvel? I guess we can Miss Marvel here. So we're going to do this because this gives us the potential to play Miss Marvel here and buff here because we can never get it here. Unfortunately, we don't have enough any cards that move in. Now that we know the location spread, there's some things that could change that, but. Oh, they're Airsham. Well, that's very cool. I want to just do this. We can't really do much else, unfortunately. I really would rather save Juggernaut because this might give them a free win. I guess we do have Agamotto right and end up images of Cajon here. Does transform trigger on reveal? I think it does. We're hoping to clog right. That's my goal. So we could just knock a card left and end up making their life so much easier. We'll see. Oh, okay. Good. Oh, very good. Oh my god. Uh-huh. For sure. These triggers once. That is very strange. Okay. I guess we get our guaranteed value here. It's like worse, but it's fine. I think I'm okay with Merlin here. Am I? No, really not. Bolts of Darkhawk here, Merlin here. Yeah, because we can just move the shield in and then images. Sure. This is up to 18 power. I don't want cards here is the thing. How many cards do they have in hand? 2. Oh, Lord. Please don't have a destroy payoff. Nope, just their own Bolts of Darkhawk. That's terrifying. I guess if I just sent, because they're going first, if I played Bolt of Darkhawk here, it would have been like almost certain to work. Because of infinite energy, they have more cards than me. I guess technically we have the same number of cards. I'll see. The thing is, I can use my images to be pretty good in almost any lane. Like this wins here, doesn't it? Likely, not always, but it might easily lose one of the others. Goes 6, so this is 18, right? Yeah, 18 power. I guess I could sack mid. I know they're ahead mid, so I don't usually like to sack that, but I think that might make it less expected. I'm going to do that in reverse order just for, I think I'm a little behind, so a little bit of chaos probably benefits me a little bit. Yeah, so that's a good sign. That's a bad sign. Yeah, oh, they got us. By 1. By 1. All right. Is that good? Uh, It's not very often that turning everything into panopticon against airship is going to win you the game, but it did. Unless you're curious, I don't think you're supposed to stay there, but we'll take the win. All right, two more. 2-1 is our current record. 2-1, not bad. Rank 41 player. Ooh. I think Limbo is generally good for me because I can rug pull it. It's not a good location for me. It's okay sometimes, but it's good that it exists because it means I can remove it. So I don't want to play mid because I like putting things on my lanes, and I want to put it on the opposite side of the shield. And I don't want to put it in Machine World. It's additional downside. So I'm going to put it on the left. Sam. Sam as early as possible so he can move the shield more. I might consider doing Merlin first, but that's about it. Okoye, and they're giving me an Okoye. But what if I want to play Okoye? What then? I do not. Do I want to give them a Scarlet Witch? Not really. I also don't want to give them the rest of the cards I play. Oh, they're really stuffing my hand with bad stuff. Oh, not necessarily bad stuff. Oh, this is a deck with Bill, Beta Ray Bill. I think I've seen videos of people playing a deck like this. I don't think I've actually seen the deck. I played both of these. Okoye isn't actually very good here, but I really don't want to fill my hand, so I think so. And I'd rather not. Actually, I don't want to play with this there. Okay. Give you an Okoye back. Is this Bill? I'm expecting a Beta Ray Bill. Just the hunger. Well, that's good for me. Maybe. It's currently buffing 2 cards. Is it going to buff more? Oh, 3 cards, actually. Okoye will also get buffed. I wish I had a way to generate more energy. It's going to be hard to get everything done. Where do I want to win? I guess I can hit everywhere. They're snapping me. That's very strange. Wish I had a way to Red Bull. Give me Legion next turn. I don't know what the snap is about. It's scaring me though. This is not that large. Juggernaut's going to be very key here, for sure. No, I actually want you to stay there. I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. And If I had like one more energy, I'd be really comfortable because I guess I want to play both Images and Juggernaut next turn. This might not have been the best play. Because a huge number of buffs, though, that's the thing. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really neat. As if I'm not dying right now. Am I dead? No. It was like this into this. So it's this into this. Into this. Um, the stack's left. I don't really want to stack left. Do I think I have to? Do I think they can win right? I kind of don't. I don't think they'll ever expect me to win mid, but I think I can. All right. Yeah, we got him for sure. 14 times 3, it's plus some. Yeah, we got them. Yo. Yeah, this if they had played that mid, I guess it's a 1 in 3 to lose, and they might still not get me. Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah, so if they put this mid, the problem is they could hit a xxej or zombie Mr. Fantastic, in which case they still lose. So it's a 1 in 3 to win if they put that mid. Got him. Beautiful. I really wish we could play Bolts of Darkhawk on the penultimate turn there. That's okay. Obviously, it's fine. Bolts of Tarkok. That's what I called it. That's funny. That's not what it's called, in case you're curious. Sabu. Is that a motivation to play Merlin here? It's a hand that's looking like it's going to be difficult to get all my cards down. So I think I want to do like Scarlet Witch right or left. I'd be okay with Scarlet Witch left too. I haven't actually seen that deck. I was right that I had Bill, but I hadn't seen the Grandmaster Absorbing Man, Zombie Power Man stuff. That's very cool. Oh, okay. Completely reshake. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't know what it is yet, but Sinister London, I absolutely despise. The created card tax is way worse. Oh, this is bad. You're trying to get priority, but if they play in Sinister London, we always lose priority. I could play in Sinister London. I guess that's my goal. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. But we have priority. Right? This is really terrible for me. There's a chance if they don't fill Nidavellir immediately, then we can Winds of Tomb them, but we can't really do it this turn. We have to get rid of Sinister London. Those are immediately. Beautiful. What do you do? Past arrow. God dang. Oh, they didn't. Oh, okay. That's good. This is such a strange game, but yeah, pass to Winds of Tomb right now, and we have to do this. We're still alive. Barely. We are. You say at the start of each turn, +1 for each bonus energy. It's going to be none. I guess I could have played you and gotten that bonus energy, but I think I need the Winds of Tomb in order to have a chance here. Beautiful. I guess the upside here is when we're playing for the right and left at the same time. It is a Viper. It's a Viper. It's a Carnage. See, Carnage is somewhat beatable, maybe. Sort of. I mean, this manages to go above. It causes 2 triggers there. That's 6 is the biggest we can put there. You gained a little bit of power. You're going to go, yeah, this is real. It's a little vulnerable to Killmonger. They don't play Killmonger in Claude. It's Claude. They have to win both lanes. We're going up such a gentle amount. 7. We try it. I think it's fine. Yo, yes, 4-1. All right, and to wrap up, I want to do a little quick post-game wrap-up. Of course, we had some really good fortune in these games. That last turn, that Merlin Legion play was, of course, crazy. Like, there's no way we should have won that game. Arguably, a retreat would have been ideal. Pretty good run, though. I think 4-1. I think we played decently well. I made a couple mistakes. That polymorph, upgrading the 0 cost into a 1 cost after playing Nico in that lane was pretty rough. So, in terms of cards to change, I don't think you need Surge in this deck at all. All these decks are all these cards are pretty challenging to replace. You don't have to play a Miss Marvel engine around Agamotto. Miss Marvel is, she's not bad. In fact, this is one of the better shells for her, but she is definitely a relic of the past, and you can probably find something else that works. I definitely really, really love Werewolf Merlin making that work. Zombie Scarlet Witch, I think, felt like an upgrade. Not as strong as Werewolf by Night. If I had a choice between which I could play, it'd definitely be Werewolf, but an upgrade to what that package is doing. Juggernaut, while actually surprisingly awkward to fit into the curve if you aren't playing a Bolts of Balthak, he's still very strong. He goes really well with Wolf to win a lot of like sort of fairish games, you know. Or perhaps you just Agamotto one lane and then Juggernaut another lane on the last turn of the game. That seems perfectly fine as well. I do not think you need Surge. I think Surge is very good because the deck is always very mana hungry, but you could run virtually anything else. Nico was probably the most disappointing. There are a couple of sort of obvious 1-drops. King xxej is one of them. I don't have King xxej, but he's the 1 mana 1/2 with the activate that draws a created card that does hit any of Agamotto's spells. Very, very useful. As well as Nicholas Stretch, I believe he's called as the 1 mana 1/2 that grows whenever you play a spell. Also very strong in this deck. I don't have either. I think Nico is fine. Maybe not at her very best in this deck. You can run, if you don't have her, virtually any on reveal 1 cost, or of course one of the other 2 cards that I mentioned, you'll probably do just fine. Nebula might also be worth it. It's just like a sort of general utility 1 cost. I prefer Nico. I have a soft spot for Nico. I think she's one of the best 1 costs, if not the best 1 cost in the game. I also think she works really nicely with Werewolf, but you can play what you like. So there you go. Let me know how you would have used Sam. I think this is a neat use of Sam that kind of demonstrates how unique of a card Sam is. It's one of the reasons he's my favorite, aside from the fact that I just love move-based archetypes. Even a deck like this, which is not really a move deck, it's not even an ongoing deck, you can still find very unique ways to leverage Sam's ability, because I don't think there's an ability that's really like it in the game that puts a card on the battlefield on turn 1 or on turn 0, essentially, without you having to do anything at all. It's very unique. It's very powerful, and definitely worth picking up if you were on the fence. Love Sam. Give this deck a shot. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you would have built if you had 12 minutes with Sam. And see you next time.